Welcome back to another episode of Controversial Topics. This is our first video recording of this podcast. Um, Good morning, good afternoon, good night to all our supporters, our listeners. Thanks for tuning in again to this episode. On this episode, we will be talking about a very controversial topic that has been around for quite a while. The
Disclaimer,
topic.
disclaimer, disclaimer. We don't want anyone to feel like we're attacking their
Anyone.
choices and rights, but we feel that we need to voice our opinion as men objectively and with stated facts. So yes, we won't be
True,
bringing false information to you, but
true.
I think the as my mentors Abba and Preach would say, the snowflakes need to listen to us, be objective, and see where we are coming from. As this is a
And and
very, you know,
and if you are going to critique our podcast, please do so on an intelligent level. Because if you come at us with petty behavior, I will retaliate with petty behavior.
him go Italy.
With that said, with that said, with that said, our topic for tonight is transgender females in
What, what,
female
why
sports.
are you smiling like that? What is wrong with you?
So there's a few events that have took place over the years where we have seen transgender female in female sports. Either they're dominating or they have the intention of dominating a female sport. Either they have hurt a female or about to hurt a female, whatever the case may be. So tonight we are going to go into a few topics and voice our opinion and on this. So my first question to you, Dario and Doc, is it fair for a trans female to take part in a biological female sport?
No,
No, it isn't fear.
as in, I'm not sure why I need to say more, but in this day
Yeah,
and
No,
age,
elaborate.
no. In this day and age, with all these snowflakes and everyone who is so social media
no,
justified,
let's be specific about which snowflakes you're referring to.
yes, mostly feminist HJWs and the trans community. No offense to people who have their beliefs, but these three factions have the most to say about everything, especially
And
an
and
issue like this.
and the thing is, we're I'm not going to say every one of them, but some of them
No, I mean we can't
once
generalize it. That
yeah,
that I like we are say, oh, every woman across.
exactly. So once they don't agree with their agenda or what they believe is, you are bashed and cursed out for your own opinion, right? And it turns out to be like a bullying thing. And instead of having a conversation and see where we can fix things and move on or advance, we they tend to just curse us. They don't want to talk about it. We are called transphobic, homophobic, all them something there. But the point is, we are not. We are just trying to have a conversation to see how best we can make everything fair for everybody. Have a level playing field,
No,
right?
no, you see, not to cut you in already, but I think what I personally really have a issue with. You notice the persons who are outspoken about this topic in its extremes. It's mostly people of a legendary status in the sports that are they have dominated over the years. Cycling, table tennis, whatever it is, for females on the female side. And the petty argument is that they are legally and medically that specific gender. To which I say complete bullshit because I'm no science man. But the last time I checked, the chromosomes, which is the cells within the body, clearly state a defined gender. So if you're going to look at me and tell you that you are legally and medically cleared, that is like me. I look upon you and say, yo, this man signed this document to make weed legal in the United States. That no means a weed legal overall, but the paper will say legal, don't it? If you understand what I'm trying to
Exactly.
say.
I understand what you're saying.
So
But the
and
thing is, yeah,
yeah, and massive. Even the researchers, when they do this, they come to agreement. I mean, there's a statement here. 2019, the Linska Institute found that even no matter the amount of puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, they do not diminish the benefits of a
but
male
but
athlete's natural testosterone.
but Doc, it is actually proven in on early this year, January, late January, around there, that it doesn't matter if a transgender female sits out a year of or do a year of testosterone treatment, they will still have a physical advantage over a biological female. It
True.
has been proven. It has been proven. So it doesn't matter if you say, oh, all right, I'm going to do a 2 year out of testosterone program to reduce my testosterone. The fact that you have grown from a toddler to an adolescent to an adult as a male, you have that advantage over a female. You get me? It has
Yeah,
been proven.
but here's the argument that I keep on hearing, and for some reason, the ALCU, I don't remember exactly what that acronym stands for, but here's what they claim that um and this is for trans males. Trans males don't have advantages over biological cis girls because they don't always win, arguing that there are a variety of factors among girl competitors that influence the outcome of sports or competition. First of all, in high school, more than likely, they are going to be beaten, no matter what, because 9 times out of
Most
10,
definitely.
female, no, 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 the female athlete at that point in time is likely just better than them. But when you go to the college level now, all of us know males develop far quicker, far better than any female could ever hope to be. So you start to see a power gap that is so insurmountable. By the time those two race at the college level again, you're going to see a big difference. So, how exactly are they going to claim to us that
Let me
Look,
point
it's
out
look,
something
fair?
else. So you guys know, I think it's Alison Felix, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
She's the fastest female sprinter, right?
Mm,
So her time, her best time, can be ran by at least 300 high school male sprinters.
Yep.
okay, so it's my point. The
Yet
females,
women are the same. So alright, and this is a question I would want to pose to like some of trans athletes. If we're really the same in your mind, not in the real world, but in your world, why do we have gender-based sports? Why doesn't LeBron just go play in the WNBA and score 1,000 points per game? as a comedian once asked.
Exactly. That's the
But
thing.
look
So
I
how
mean, Messi and
uh,
Ronaldo, instead of retiring, they can go play for the female Juve team or the female Barca team. 10 goals
score
per
1,000
match.
more goals.
Exactly
just,
within a season.
man, you don't even have to use Alison Felix. You can just use the 100-meter women's world record alone. Like
Overall.
that world record has stood since 1988 to 1990. No, the closest time to that is 10.64 and 10.65, and one of those times was run by a drugs athlete. Shelly and
Look at
Fraser
it.
pass the time at 10.70. You think she go ever reach at the world record there? You know which lifetime?
Look at it. Look at it. A 100-meter male, I run sub 9. A 100-meter female, I run sub 10. A high school 100-meter male, I run sub 9. How much high school female 100-meter sprint, I run something at this date.
The very fact say a class 3 athlete what in Jamaica with 12 years old can run 10.9 is all the evidence I need to say. Boys, in terms of sports, so it's harsh, but the fact is
It's not
we
harsh, bro. It's just
men
true.
men were just built for it. Men were just built for sport.
No,
I want to say females were built for sport as well, but to run and play against each other. Because if I put a female team against a male team, 99% of the time, the male team are going to win. And I don't want to sound whatsoever
Sexist.
sexist. I don't want to sound sexist, but I true. But I
Oh,
true.
people
You
love to
get me?
use that.
So
People
so
just love
it
using that word out of context, don't they?
so it is unfair, in my opinion. It is unfair for transgender female take part in a biological female sport. No, some people argue that a biological female can meet a, a transgender female if they work hard enough, but they have been working hard enough. They have been working and working and putting in that work to be where they're at, and then come and get outclassed by a
yeah,
transgender
that's
female or someone claiming to be a female. How fair is that? It's like me working my hard-earned money, and as I get paid and walk out, somebody rob me and take it from me. That's not fair. Me I work finger to the bone, sweat, tears, blood, get hurt, all of them something that, and you just get taken just like that. It's not fair. In no form is it fair for something like that to happen.
I
And
think I
seriously,
think I think
all right.
the issue really and truly, the base of the issue that we have when we're looking at it objectively, because here's the thing, the trans people are looking at it with emotion. They're basing it off of how they feel. No offense, but I don't give a damn about your feelings on the matter. I'm looking at it subjectively on how it affects biological females. You say it's
exactly.
fair. You say it's fair for you, yet still, it's a narrative. Oh, that makes sense. If you're doing something for the betterment of your community, it shouldn't be a narrative to push for your equality. Like your equality has nothing to do with the sport. Nobody should give a damn about your equality for the sport, and that's just my heart or an opinion. I can say, yo, I'm a Christian. What that have to do with me? I play rugby.
And that I think, them also it's for equality. And we're not saying um you shouldn't have equality, But if you're going to push for equality, then
Make a
you
trans.
you playing a female league is not equality. It is not. You get
Yo,
me?
I mean, I don't notice how Dario looks so annoyed and bored.
Uh,
So
I'm just keeping it under wraps.
Yo, the man really look like Preach when Preach just want to say something, but he knows that the minute he say it, something go happen. But more of you want to say, come can't say from the start, you want to say
No,
something, you
as
just
in
no.
what I want to say, we can't say it on this episode because we're focusing on trans and
I,
sports.
so
Oh,
We're not doing
so basically
trans
so
overall.
basically jump into the next topic. So the next topic would was if biological female can beat a trans female
yeah,
in
in high
sport.
school,
No,
Is it possible for a cis female to be to be the trans female?
in high school,
there was a
Okay,
case
all
there
right.
was a
There
case
some cases. All right. So the
there is
same
a
example I gave you guys last week.
mhm.
Rachel McKinnon. Uh, the the few races that she's lost were against some of the top cyclists
was
in
against
the
the
women's
best
division.
cyclist in the world at that
And
point in time.
all right, if I'm going to be blunt, it kind of just proves that she wasn't that good as a man because I'm pretty sure that these females cannot compete with even some say
Male
top
cyclist.
30, some of the top 30 male cyclists. I mean, there's even an interview with Serena Williams
Yeah,
where
yeah, it
she
was
was
just
saying if she went up against
Andy Murray.
I don't remember the name of the tennis player, how she would lose, and she gives herself 10 minutes at best, 10 minutes on a good day. She
I
said
remember
she would
that
lose.
interview. I remember
Yeah,
that interview.
And
because I mean
you know
there
what's even more
is a difference. It
is
doesn't mean
that
that
though?
she's not putting in the work. It's a natural physiological advantage that the man
Exactly.
has.
No, no. There was a case in a high school couple months back where um two transgender female no scrap that
Yeah, the
it was a
two
transgender
African Americans.
the transgender female that wanted to take part in the 100
Yo, hello,
meter
what's
female
it?
sprint. So the females decide that they're not going to take part in it, and they went and filed a lawsuit against the school board and stuff like that. And on the day of the event, the females beated the transgender females. It, in my opinion, it kind of look away, say, oh, a lawsuit filed, and then originally on the day when end up and lose, when in fact we didn't know where that come up. You get me? It kind of look
Mm-hmm.
away, but it I said that to say this that it in some cases, as Dario point out, rarely, rarely 1% it might be possible, but on a larger scale, for a female to beat a transgender female in a sport
All right,
is
Rajiv. I think I can.
highly
Sorry, let me
unlikely.
word it this way: a low-level male. All right, so if a low-level male transitions, then maybe
Hmm.
the top female within his sport or in his division could beat him or her when she transitions. But
True.
if uh what's Muhammad Ali's daughter's name? Malia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Malia Ali went up against Muhammad Ali, when they're both in their prime, if they were both at the same age, she is going to get her ass beat by her father. If the next top female boxer in her prime went up against Mike Tyson in their prime in the same heavyweight division,
Check it out, beat.
exactly.
So
Yo,
yeah,
but yo, more of a show now. One picture. I want that is trans athlete. The name Hannah Mount. Hold on.
Hannah,
oh
what?
Lord, oh Lord, me know exactly my show. Me know
Oh,
exactly my show. Cause when I do my research, my book up on it, and me know
Wait,
exactly what you're gonna show it.
what am
My
I showing?
my 100% sure that me know. But show it, 100% sure that me know where I show it.
What am I showing?
Just show it, man. Just show
Oh,
it, man.
hold on. Wait. Oh, here we go. That's it. That's it. Ramunas does it.
Wait,
is that
like,
chick playing rugby?
like,
It's
me know
called.
me know.
Hold on, hold on. See ya?
Wait now, it a come up, but me know where you're showing. Like, me legit, me know, me say me know, say this, you know. Me didn't just know.
Yo, so
What do they
explain to
play
me
now?
the hold
As the
on.
rules?
It's Australian handball. But brother, tell me now,
How is this even like?
brother,
Alright,
brother, stop.
hold on. I wanted I wanted a female athlete for this episode because I want the female athletic perspective. How how would you view this as fear?
So we should get one of rugby girl him, honestly.
No,
Bro, this
for me, you're
person
bringing
looks
the sport
like
into disrepute.
this person look like six
My old,
six,
my
two
old.
hundred and odd pound.
They, they are built like a truck
So,
compared to the just look on the woman.
well,
Look on the
hold on.
size of the woman.
This is the same reason why even in MMA or boxing, I think Abba and Preach said this. It's the same reason why you will not have a lightweight versus a heavyweight.
Nope, they will not. Yeah, they did
There's a
say it, you know.
huge disparity in terms of strength and power, and
Like,
it's
bro,
not it's also for safety.
Bro, me already say, yo, man, if somebody like Ronda Rousey is going to object herself from not competing against someone like Fallon Fox, that is a huge red flag when someone as famous as her is saying, yo, this is not fair. And there's no way, the arguments that I see people going up at about, oh, afraid. I said, bro, Fallon Fox literally cracked a female skull. Like, I can't remember the last time I heard one of the male MMA fighters has that with them
crack
bare
somebody's
strength.
skull. Yo, I've seen them
Brother, Khabib
get
will retire what day. Me don't me hear that the man never crack a man's skull yet.
no,
I go
but
look,
I've seen males dislocated, broken jaw, broken nose, but crack a skull, fam.
man,
No, I've
yo,
never seen it.
you see when you're trying to
And
tell
the
me,
funny thing is, you know that.
yeah.
Hold on, wait, let me get me notes because I don't want to misquote anybody. I don't want to misquote anybody. It
Oh,
was
no,
in
have it quote no.
2014.
Mm-hmm.
It's a MMA fight in 2014. Um, when she cracked the female skull, right?
Hmm.
That was that. Cool. And she was supposed to. Where is it? Yeah. So then I keep a notes in order.
You see how hard it is.
Yeah.
That's why you have to have
Yes.
it.
And that's it. The UFC woman.
That's why you have to have
She
a handed on the notebook.
she was She was supposed to take on Ronda Rousey for the bantamweight championship, as Doc stated, right? And Ronda Rousey at first claimed that she would knock out Colin Fox, but later went on to clear the air by suggesting that she is not open to fight against her. And me no wrong her because after me watching fight, she crack somebody's skull. Me to go fight her for what reason? For what reason? Tell me now. It's
But I
like
mean,
me. It's like me. Say me go me not know boxing and say me go take on the heavyweight championship. I mean not the boxing, not time in my
she
life.
will die in the first minute of the first round.
Brother, who the last 1 second?
No, you
Who the
legit
last
wouldn't
one
know.
second? Do you get me? But I
Brother,
probably end up at hospital now and coma.
yo, no amount of rugby training and dumb tackle and hands off can prepare for what
So,
happened to it.
No, but like
so
to me, it's like you're saying since there's no difference between men and females. Why do we have gender-based sports?
exactly
I mean,
why
even in
do
the
we
US, the reason why we have why they have what's called Section 9 is so female sports can exist. It's so Alison Felix can exist. It's so Serena Williams can exist.
so
Like if there was no gender-based sports, why where they wouldn't come to the fore?
exactly and it go back to what I said earlier. It's unfair if the females are worked so hard throughout them life, reach them death, and it get taken away by
I'm I'm also
someone
surprised
else.
how the feminists have not stood up and said something about
No,
this.
no, oh, no, no,
No,
no.
hold on,
Hey,
up,
Reggie,
hold on, up, hold on. Up. They
Ah,
complain about how cisgender men keep them down and oppress them. No,
eh,
cisgender men are becoming transgendered women and dominating their sporting events. If this persists, women will literally not like cisgender women, natural born women will no longer be a factor in women's sports. That is a fact
the
based
fact
on
set,
all the evidence, based on all
hey,
the statistics, based on
Dario.
everything that has happened so far
hold
and
on,
is
Reggie,
happening
hold
and
Uh,
on,
will
Reggie,
happen.
hold on, Reggie.
There won't be
Hurry up.
women's sports
Hold
anymore.
on, no, because me want to answer, because
but the
Listen,
facts of them up, the facts of
Rajiv,
them claims to them up.
hold on, Rajiv. May I have something to say because may I say I need to share this with you. All right. So recently, um, a listener, from USA, commented under one of my posts on Twitter because I had shared the podcast on Twitter. Um, I don't remember is which one. Must have been one of the ones where we were talking about relationships. So you already see where this is going.
Mm.
So,
Most
um,
definitely.
so my sister just asked me, I say, yo, I find you guys movement, what you stand for, very amusing. It's so amusing that I want to laugh. But if I laugh, I'm going to be considered a bigger asshole than I already am. And she said, what exactly do you mean? I mean, you literally have people with identity crisis taking over your entire generation of sport, and you people are silent. You don't say anything. But as soon as a man says something, you're quick to attack him and say he's a piece of shit and niggas are trash and the whole 9 yard. Tell me now how exactly does that calibrate in your brain? Yo, bro, she literally stood there and her reply was that I'm gonna hear back from her all now. So what exactly? Yo, it's a feminist. I've said this before. Aban Preach said, Kevin Samuel said, everybody has said it. Feminists are the type of people who like to go with a narrative that proceeds
Choose
on their
their agenda.
emotion, on their emotion. Yo, I've been saying the word.
Facts.
Yo, I've been saying the word emotion a lot.
Facts.
Listen to Kevin
But
Samuel's collaboration, you know.
but it,
What?
if it not go with them, if it not go with them agenda, them not support it. If you go with them agenda, then quick to jump on it and support
Yeah,
them.
I wouldn't even say the
And
agenda. It
we
just doesn't
see it
suit
over
them.
and over again. Yeah, exactly. I'm see it over and over and over again. It happen and it never change. Like it never change. It developed. It has developed in a way that people use it for their own advantage
Like,
than what
like,
than what the
like,
real purpose
like,
it was there for.
like Rachel McKinnon. Yes, I'm going to say it like Rachel McKinnon because I saw that interview. I watched it for myself. I came off of Abraham Preacher's video and watched it for myself.
She's a proper politician. She
Brother,
went around those questions
yo,
smoothly.
if I could,
You call it that more than smooth, brother.
if I could sidestep like that, my youth,
Hillary was not that smooth.
um,
yo,
I watched Hillary Clinton's debates against Donald Trump. Her when she went around questions instead of answering them, she wasn't as smooth as McKinnon was. I kid
my
you not.
not more than
bro,
smooth,
bro.
brother.
When I heard her say trans females are legally and medically cleared. Yeah, say first of all, you're losing a quote from my perspective. This so if you go look for me and tell me say you're legally and you're medically cleared, that no mean shit. It's like me can look for and say yo
Is
it's like me can say yo me Darian Rajiv yo we legally cleared for come and cause all sort of free in Jamaica, but what we go still get locked up, don't we?
So
exactly
hold on. Uh, I asked this question last week. I'm gonna ask it again.
Mm-hmm.
Since you have to be medically or legally, if I medically or and legally look like President Joe Biden, can I be the president of the United
Yes,
States?
yes, by that logic, yes.
Based on that narrative or that idea, that notion.
Yo,
I shall be
no,
legally and
no,
medically clear to be
Olana,
king of
Olana,
England.
no,
But all right, I know it sounds funny,
Olana,
but I'm being serious.
I know, but
Is the transgender thing is it only good when it suits them, or does it apply for everybody?
just like SJWs and feminists.
La da dee, la da da.
And I'm going to go a step further. I'm going to get a lot of backlash, but this goes for you evangelistic individuals out there.
Wee. Thought you want to start me pin a night, yeah. Wee.
Fire 105. Yo,
So,
Yo,
doctor's
my
done
head
his
is
research.
big, yo.
Doctor's done his research. He's come up
alright,
with a man.
alright, move on to the, the next question. Alright, the next topic I should say. In your opinion, do you think that in the near future or far future, whichever you want to call it, do you think um transgender female will
Yes.
one day
Yes, yes,
take over
yes.
biological female sports?
Did you know after President Biden got appointed president,
Mm-hmm.
one of the first things he did
The, the
from high
the
school level to the college level,
the law that he passed.
yeah, like once
I
you
saw it, you know.
identify with a gender
I saw
or
it.
sex, you can now compete. Like you can just out of the blue decide that you're now female, even though you were trash as a male athlete, get a scholarship, full ride, and that's it.
I saw it. I saw it.
Yeah, yes. All right.
Well,
When I was trying to research and I saw that come up, I clicked on it.
Sorry.
And when I read it, I don't think I've ever wanted to throw up as much. At first, I ever want to like literally read a piece of document. I want to throw up. Because I'm like, by that logic, then a rugby man, what that is built like like Mount Everest, go just decide, say, yo, you know, so I feel like to be a female today. Yeah, man.
I was just about to say something like that, you know. I'm saying it's like a big old loophole because if, say, for instance, I'm 6'2", right? I'm 6'2", and I'm playing basketball, right? And realize that yo, some of them brother you lesser than me, so the man get scholarship over me. Let's go identify as a female. Go play female basketball, get a scholarship to go college. Go through college and I done college. You just say, yo, me not a female, me a male. Biggest
Represent the
loophole.
country. Represent the country, bro.
Biggest loophole. Right?
Yo,
Biggest loophole.
hold
Like,
And
on,
I
hold
mean,
on.
Biden is in office now, so you have 4 years
No,
before you
hold
can
on.
transition back.
Hold on. No. You want to know all feminists and SJW go say Rajiv Fayal do something like that. Woman empowerment.
yeah, woman empowerment. Woman empowerment. When
Bro,
they
hey,
are
bro.
So men
literally,
can oppress women as long as we identify as women.
Mm-hmm.
Yet still, when
the,
when a room full of men decides if abortion is legal or not, it's a problem.
hmm,
There you go,
hmm.
on fire. Hey,
The man has
I
some
wonder
good
if they
points.
all
The
identify
man
as
has
women,
some
that
good
it would
points.
be okay.
but
It
it's
will more definitely be.
yo, but it's kind of fascinating how fast the bandwagon comes out for why are men making decisions on a woman's body? And yesterday, when you guys can actually make a decision that can like help out females, y'all are silent. It just amazes me.
Yo, it go back to what we say in a few podcasts. The double
Relate,
standard
relate,
is
relate.
real, brother. The double standard is real, fam.
yo,
It is real.
yo,
It come like the picture that we send in the group today, where
if I'm
the
going to be fair,
black male and the
so
white female and the
first,
black female and the white male.
Yeah,
if I'm going to be fair, and if I'm actually like, they're on you guys and start me actually know what double standard was. Because when me hear that the first time with Dario said, me I say, I don't know this word.
I've
And
been preaching
and
this
then no, and then
forever.
no, you see after me do a little research and we do the podcast and more and more, we realize shit, we go through college and I be a double standard, we go through. And like when the realization just hit me, I just like, oh well.
It is there and it is not a joke.
But
So
like
in the long run, if like
what me
the
want to ask still now,
if
Reggie, what me really want to ask still now, like if there's any trans listening to this podcast and when it drops and when we'll drop this on the YouTube channel, in the long run, this is not going to benefit you guys because all it's going to do is get you more abuse than you already were getting, right? More legendary athletes are fight against it because them clearly see the bullshit. See? And the males I'm going to find a problem with it too. So you're fighting a losing battle already. Yeah, sure. So one and couple years is going to be well. But what is going to happen when you have a president that has um radical views and go say, yo, hear me I say, yo, to hell with all these trans laws and all that. We are go back to what we used to do. And we're gone right back at
but
square one, right there. So, Zane?
but that's the thing, the things. Let's say if it become dominant that transgender females are playing more biological female sports, but as I said, one year or so, whatever, it will look fine, everything will be alright. But in an instance where a transgender female um damage a biological female or cause some major harm to them, then you go see the backlash that happen. Like, for example, foreign facts. You get me?
That's
You're
what
gonna
I
see
mean.
the backlash start, and then you're gonna see people who never agree with it come out and attack. And then you're gonna hear say, oh, that person transphobic, with this and that. You get me? When
Yeah.
the fact
No,
still remains that it is
problem I have
unfair.
that term. The problem what I have with people using that term is that it's the same case that happens when people are being racist and are not called out on it. Like there's a false equivalency that keeps on appearing. They keep on using the term homophobic and transphobic. You can easily spot when somebody is being homophobic. Most of the times they're going to try to play it off as a joke, but they go see right through the bullshit. Then, but
Hmm.
be transphobic, first and foremost, that means you hate them completely. But is it in your opinion, Reggie, is it going to really be unjustified when a biological female hates a transgender because not because of what they are, but because of what they are doing? Because really and truly, I don't see it as unjustified hate towards them per se, I see it unjustified to the people who keep on passing these laws and making it legal for them to do
But to answer your question, if
it.
a biological female dislikes a transgender female because they have taken an opportunity from them, then I don't see a problem wrong with it. Because them not dislike them because of what them be. Them dislike them because of what them do. You get me?
Yeah.
So now go see it, now go see a problem with it. It's like if me have an apple and you come take it from me and eat it. I'm gonna dislike you for what you do. I'm not dislike you, but dislike you for what you do.
We
You
don't
get
like
me?
your action. We don't
You
like
took
your.
something. Yeah, exactly. You took something from me that I worked so hard for, and
Dario,
you
you're
just
wrong for
get
that.
it just like that.
Come on,
You get so yes, it's a unfair, bro, bro.
I apologize for laughing. Let me. I apologize.
Anyways.
Yo, I'm sorry if anybody feel that me laugh after them. I was a podcast. I assure you, I was not.
All right. So
by the way, uh, Tora just posted a question. Uh,
Who
who came
came
up
up?
with the term cis? Cis for
Yeah,
straight people?
mm,
Oh, it's a medical term.
yeah, essentially because it was there to determine like the different sex between who was male and who was female, essentially. But the reason why it got so popular now was ironically because of all the transgender nonsense.
all right. So moving on.
Ah, yes, the juicy question. Ah, yes.
Should trans female take part in only trans league like the International and Lesbian Football Association,
Yeah, if they
amongst
want fairness,
Yeah.
we
amongst
not
others.
they, but we should make a trans league.
No, if them make it a we already know what will happen.
But it is already a thing, you know. You have a couple. You have the International Lesbian and Gay
Yeah, but it's not inclusive for
Football League.
all of them. And not inclusive for all of them.
Well, true. You have another one where they are trying to develop a trans league for
And honestly,
everybody.
I'm going to say this is just my opinion, but I think the only way people are going to seriously push for this to happen is until one of the female them just end up dead.
But
Because
Or
but
like in a boxing match or something.
brother,
but that
one of these days Fallon Fox just go crack somebody's skull and she nah get up back, And we all know what will happen there. So one day one cyclist go there a run and eventually who knows? The person who lose probably commit suicide. Something is going a shift is going to happen. Something is going
but
to cause
that
people to take action.
I think that if um these leagues are developed in the right way, it will be fair and everybody has fight for equality. It will this will bring equality. You have a league that they can take part in that will cut out the bag of controversy with them and biological females, right? It will actually put them in a better position to develop into maybe playing for their country. You get me? And then
Yeah,
these clubs, these leagues and competition, then then can be transferred to high school, where you
Yeah.
know that whoever identify or whatever can take part in that. So it is fair and everybody get them equality what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You get me?
But
So I
alright.
think it should.
So alright. I had written this down as my notes. So I just want to just listen to this. Um the American law constitutes there are no cohesive federal laws in the US which determines what makes a male eligible to compete against women. And while males have won women's championships, female bodied athletes have not risen to the upper levels of male competition. So I pose this question to one of my brethren. I'm gonna say, yo, so just imagine one day in a rugby, a man like a Julian Savia just have an identity crisis scene, and the man say, yo, I want to be a woman. My youth, the man utterly cringe. The man, the man hung up his phone for me.
But
So, you know, the man
but
hung up his phone for me, and the man say, "Oh, you know, want to talk to me for years a week."
but if the,
No, but
but
it's
and
a
that
real
man said
art. I was working at a trap meet Saturday.
Mhm.
I also saw Shelly and Fraser. She's way cuter in person, by the way, but I digress.
Woo!
She's like
I, I
mega cute. Cuter in
I
person.
can concur. I can
And she's
concur,
sick.
my dear friend. I can concur.
But yeah, the Ray, I don't know if you saw it on Saturday night news,
Mhm.
but the race that she ran, I think her time was 23 minutes, 23
Mhm.
seconds, sorry, because she
Yeah.
did a 200 meter. The high
How
school
much?
guys,
Mm-hmm.
For 21
as
can run.
as we said with even Alison Felix,
Yeah.
like the top three high school guys, so even third place up to fifth place in a couple of races, work like beating Shelley's time.
Exactly.
Like if you don't realize this huge disparity, and Shellyan has trained more in probably 1 month than some of these
Nah.
high school guys.
Yeah, because remember, so they went there under
Brother,
curfew.
brother, brother.
Shelly has trained
Them
from
people,
high
them
school
people,
and now she's
them
however
tell you
old. I
this.
don't remember. I don't
Let me tell
remember.
you this. Let me tell you this, Dario. When I was working at UTech, them athlete they come in 5 o'clock. From 5 a.m. in the
Hmm.
morning to start training. And then them leave about 8, 9 o'clock and then come back in at the evening again for training. So them are putting in the work.
They're putting in work.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say it again. I'm gonna continue to say it until it reaches some people. It unfair. It unfair.
But I
Yo,
think
You
we
know,
should
say
shut up
me,
and
I
let
get up
women
and
speak.
work so
really,
hard.
that was just about to say that there because apparently when men speak on issues, it's just the biggest thing. So probably when we shut up and one of the females and dead, that maybe they will find their voice again. I don't know. Maybe that's just what we should do because Mr. I've realized that anytime men voice their opinion, it's
We're
second
mansplaining.
no, hold on, no. It's a second coming of the right. It's a second coming of Germany's Hitler, all and then something there.
But
So more.
you can't hate me for voicing my opinion. My opinion, everybody
Well, apparently they
is
can.
entitled to their
Hold
opinion.
on. Ready? What you say a while ago? What you say? They can't hear the voice in your opinion.
And technically, me not care who want it.
Well, that is the thing. Them go hate
But
regardless. But
but
yo, what I think we as
facts of
men should just do,
brother,
really and
brother,
truly,
facts are
think what we
facts.
could just do. Yo, people don't like to hear facts, if you know that. But
Facts are
you see
facts,
after
brother.
we finish with this, I think we should just push it to a little dark corner, like one piece of mat what we know so we're not gonna use for a while and just slide it in our classes and just keep it there for a while. Couple years back we can look back upon this and see what happened. That's just my opinion.
As in, you can't speak about it, but you have to speak about it with sensible people.
it's
Right?
like calling me
Can't
transphobic
pump up
because I
any of
rather
the
date.
successful people. We can't talk about this with. And
It's like calling me
what?
transphobic. You get me that? It's like calling me transphobic because I rather date a biological woman
Yo,
and
yo,
not a woman that
I,
has
I,
transgendered. You get
I,
me?
I'm super straight, sir.
yo, I have been called homophobic, been called sexist, I've been called a man
from
who
my
just
own preference,
brother,
from my own
I've
preference,
been
brother.
called by feminists say, yo, I don't respect the females and what they want. And I say, what you want is completely illogical.
Brother,
I
brother,
digress.
I've been called homophobic and transphobic from my own preference. You get me? But but the thing is, when you prefer not matter to me, but you go call me names to my preference. I prefer being with a biological woman than
Super.
a woman than a male that has transitioned into a female.
Basically, I want to date a natural born woman. I
And
make
then
no
it ever
apologies
come
for that.
down.
You know why? Because I'm not gay. I don't shame
Look,
you for being gay. Don't shame me for being straight. Because trust me, you will not win this game against me.
Is like me. It's like I. All right, boom,
you see
pretty.
the thing though. Yeah. Talk right, because I have to say something after we finish.
It's like me. I don't eat. Me not eat sardine, right? But me love
What?
chocolate.
You know eat what?
I don't eat sardine, but
Oh,
I love chocolate, right? It's like you giving me a chocolate coated sardine. On the outside, it's a chocolate, but on the inside, it is what? Sardine. You get what I say? On the outside, you look like a female, but on the inside, you're a male. I'm not transphobic and none of that, but I prefer a biological female. You get what I say?
Mm-hmm.
almost the best way.
It's simple as that. It's as simple as that. But me know how this stuff will go already. But then I go get called transphobic and homophobic and all that stuff. I
We
don't know it
don't
happen.
care. Yeah, we
Me
don't care
don't know it.
because
Me don't
we
know it
don't.
No,
No,
happen.
hold
we
on. No. We'll get called transphobic or homophobic by
illogical
foreigners.
people.
Well, illogical
People that
thinking
don't.
foreigners. Even the trans people in Jamaica and the gay people in Jamaica, well, most the ones that I've come across are not that dumb.
You'd be surprised
No,
when
no. Ones
Well,
I've come across. The ones I've
when
come
yo,
across.
I've always said that when people are run off of emotion, they say some of the most dastardly things. So they might not, they
people don't
might not
sit
mean it.
and listen
That
to respond.
Rajiv, this is not something that is inherently the trans people fault. These are just human beings overall. We don't want to have conversations. We don't want to have conversations about the hard topics. Nobody not care about that. Them, we just want to spout our ignorance, and then yeah,
Honestly,
you should just accept it. And if I don't want to accept it, I'm the villain. I said, okay, but I'm quite fine being vilified.
I have said my piece on this whole topic, I literally have said my piece. Because
Right about now, honestly, this topic probably more darker than the previous podcast when I talk about women rape. To be honest, to me, because we already know the super and what their difference is going to be, and it just
I already
amazing
know what will come, but as I said, it is what it is.
indeed.
I said my piece on this topic, and I don't think I have anything else to say. Really don't. But I just think it is unfair, and that is my 2 cents.
Illogical. What
Very
this
much so.
Most sensible women would think it's unfair as well.
my, it just not make no sense. Females are the same one who are complain about diversity and rights within a work environment, and yet still right before the eyes, alien, for lack of a better term, as the great Trump would say, alien race. Come take over what Uno works so hard for, and you're silent. What exactly is that conveying to me? It means that Uno only want to benefit off of the system, you don't want to do nothing else.
I have nothing more to say. So, with that said, we have come to
Wow,
we,
we went under an hour.
Well, unless we come and chat about foolishness in the next 3 minutes, we'll see.
It's the
men
first
not
time
chat
in
about a foolishness,
months.
but because honestly, there's nothing left for me to
Um,
say.
let me just extend the olive branch. Personally, yes, I'm going to say personally because I know you people like when people relate to you on a personal level. Me, Rajiv, and Dario, we don't despise your beliefs.
Nope.
The fact of the matter is, we truly don't give a shit. We don't care. What we do care about is what feminists keep on trying to fight for, but in the most nonsensical way possible, and that is equality amongst all people. There's nowhere we are going to see an unfair advantage and just let it slide because not talking about it doesn't solve it. When we have these conversations, we are trying to build conversation with everyone. I don't know if you people have noticed, but we are quite probably the most objective set of people who have done podcasts in Jamaica at this point in time. Would that be
Mm-hmm.
rugby, relationship? We could have easily just lambast females in relationship and say, yo, what female in Jamaica are just crosses, they don't want none. But we don't do that. You have your few good apples here and there, you have your objectively.
Mm-hmm.
Let's join the red pill community.
Let me ask, let me ask. I'm not even going to go there with you. I'm not going to go because at that, yo,
Again.
red pill and blue pill are take on each other on Twitter. I say, yo, oh no, be a joke, again. Not be a joke. But
Anyways,
you say this to say, be yourself. I mean, whether or not you're biological male, biological female, or a hybrid. So do you, you know?
Hermaphrodite.
So,
Dario,
you're out.
this brother, man, this brother. So, so, so,
So the man said so casually, hermaphrodite.
the brother, yeah, still, man. Just know how to stir up the trouble.
and you
Anyways,
and the two wanna call
Hey,
me the asshole of the podcast. Yo, take it back.
you are the asshole of the podcast,
yo,
so
yo, yo,
as in,
go
I know, alright, I'm not gonna lie, I am worse, but
of course
still,
you are. So what you trying to say? May I just
I have
argue
more
for no
control.
reason?
come,
I
let's
I have
let's let,
control.
let's
Thank you very much.
let's
If
end
you want
this
to hit us up,
podcast
you can
before
hit
we go any
me.
further.
If you want to hit us up, you can hit me up at Dario369. That's Dario Dario 369 on
check
Twitter.
out check out our Instagram page, controversial underscore topics at JA. Leave your
I think
feedback,
what we're going
your
to trying
criticism.
to do more often now. I probably like get little small clips from the video feed and just put it in. I mean, there was nothing really comedic about this, but we probably just cut out the clips to just post on the pages to interact more with people on Facebook, Twitter, and everything else.
So
Uh,
yeah, and our Facebook page is controversial topic JA.
oh yes, I wanted to answer this question regarding the rugby league and union videos page. The reason why I haven't uploaded in a while, I'm doing a very huge project, um, and because my laptop has not been very kind to me, But I
Needs to
will.
go buy a new one. It's Pimp out Rajiv.
Yo, yo, husband material.
and with that said, we have come to another episode, the
Wait,
end of another episode
don't
of
try. Oi, don't try to avoid the talk, sir. What you trying to do? Eh? Avoid
we
that.
have come to the end of another episode of Controversial Topics. We thank our listeners, our supporters all around the world. Um, Thank you for tuning in and listening to us. Keep the support coming. We are growing and we are glad that you're part of the family. We will see you next week on another episode of Controversial Topics.
Big up
We're
yourself,
out.
Cam.
Thank you and stay awesome.
City, hold on, big up on yourself. All right, signing out.
Mhm.